everybody, this is Worst Impressions with Eric Anderson, and I'm back. We have, at this point of recording, we have just launched the show. Thank you for everybody listening out there. It was a pretty fun launch. Everybody loved listening to, or everybody that, contacted me loved listening to Little Curtis out there, and I got a lot of positive feedback from him, and we will just keep releasing more stuff every Monday. That first week was a little interesting because I got to drop a bonus episode for Curtis. But from then on, it should just be every Monday you'll get somebody new. Maybe we might do a couple of weeks where we'll do like a trilogy of someone special. Who knows? Don't forget that you can find us on any podcast platform. We got it on Apple Podcasts. We got it on Spotify. We got it on iHeartRadio. We got it on everything, folks. And don't forget to follow us on Worst Impressions Podcast on Instagram. You can email us at worstimpressionsworldwide@gmail.com. That is worstimpressionsworldwide@gmail.com. We'll talk more about that a little later. We got a special episode today, folks. We got somebody who is real close to me, whether he likes it or not. And that is a he. He is a big man. He's a big man on campus. He is one of my best friends of all time, Josh Barrett. How are you doing today, Josh?
I am fantastic, buddy. I appreciate you having me on today.
Cool, dude. So I dragged you in here. Did you have any expectations for today?
No, man. I was just here to roll with it and see what happened.
Okay, cool. That's what I like to hear. So we have been friends a long time. Friends.
Yep.
We have been friends a long time, at least since 6th grade.
We're like 14, 15 years now?
Jesus. Wait, no. It's been like 14... It's been 14 years since.
Shoot.
Yeah. No, it's been a decade since graduation in high school.
It's been like 20 years. Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
Oh God!
Wow, time flies, man.
So yeah, we have been friends a long time. We know a little bit too much information about each other. So with having you said you had like no expectations, or you're just here to roll. You said you're just here to roll. What do you want to get out of this?
Man, I mean, like I said, we've been friends a long time, so we know each other more than most people do, and I figure we could have some.
We can just catch up.
Yeah,
we can just
interesting content.
That's what I've realized about this format is that I can just like, hey, you come over and we just talk for an hour. And so far it's been really fun. And at the time of the recording, only Curtis's episodes have been launched, but that also means you are the first guest since the launch to record an episode.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you got to see it come out on Spotify. It just at the time of recording, just finally got approved by Apple Podcasts, which is a big one. And I was just like, finally, they were such bitches about what all the little requirements, the artwork, all that stuff. But it finally went through. So we're good there. Let's first get into it with the first big question. Actually, let's get to know Josh for a second here. Before we get to our first big question, he's a big dude. And when I say big, he's a big guy. He is probably, I'm going to say it, the biggest dude in Waco, like by muscle standpoint. Like he is massive.
There's one guy that I feel small next to, but.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Yeah, there's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish. Well, at least in our pond, you can eat most of the fish. He's actually, here's a good question. So muscles, working out, when because like as long as we've known each other, I don't remember the exact like I'm starting to work out to get huge. I don't remember like when exactly was that? Like what year? Like in school, were you like, I'm gonna try to get big? I'm not just working out for like sports.
I mean,
Or like I'm trying to do physique or whatever. You know, bodybuilding.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Like when I started working out in high school, it's more like I actually enjoyed working out more than I did sports, but I was working out for sports initially.
Yeah.
And then just kind of transferred, through, learn more. And as I evolved into it, had some injuries, and I was like, well, I want to do something I can do longevity and not kill myself. And
yeah,
bodybuilding was a relative answer. And you kind of see the models and you see the magazines like, oh, this guy's like, look, this guy's jacked. I bet he gets lots of women. So it's like that kind of started.
It's the ladies.
Yeah, someone who didn't have game, I'm like, oh, I can compensate. I can just look good. I don't have to have a personality.
I can just have huge pecs.
Exactly.
Huge pecs.
The saddest reality of that whole deal is,
yeah,
it just intimidates women. They don't really talk to you. It's just the guys.
At a certain point, yeah, when you get so big and so veiny, it's like, well, now that's a lot to deal with.
It's like, yeah, the women don't want it, and the guys are like, dude,
yeah,
you look awesome. I'm like, this is not what I was going for.
I'm getting more compliments from the bros.
It's like, what's your bench? I'm like, oh man, this backfired.
So yeah, basically it's been going on for a long time, and it like the times when you exploded, like the different times when you explode in size is like crazy. Like if you go back just like through pictures or whatever, it's just like, whoa, holy shit. Because now you just think, oh yeah, Josh has always just been like a huge motherfucker. But it's like, no, at one point you were 12. Like,
yeah. Dude, I'll never forget my mom when I was like 14, 15 and starting football. I really wanted one of those like Under Armour tight shirts because all the kids were wearing. She's like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Because I put it on. I was all proud of it." And she's like, later on, she told me like, "Yeah, it didn't look good.
You don't have the tone for this,
she's
buddy."
Like, she's like, "This does not fit right." But I was like, "Oh yeah, this is fun." So like looking back, it's like it's a funny contrast.
At least you didn't like put it on and look like a butterball turkey like me.
I looked like a skinny butterball turkey, a string bean with a belly. It didn't look right. Little shrimp arms.
Dude, that's shrimp arms. But yeah, they're not shrimps anymore. They're probably, big old tuna, like a giant wild tuna size arms.
It's going for the Larry the Lobster look, man.
There you go, Larry the Lobster. Well, all right. So yeah, he's a big dude. What are you working in now? So you are a big dude. You got your own gym. That's a thing. What's the gym called?
The Lab Fitness and Wellness.
The Lab Fitness and Wellness. Check it out, folks. He's got his own castle in there. But you're not only a gym owner. What do you do for work?
Yeah, so full time. I mean, gym's a hobby and a passion, but my full time job is commercial real estate and investing and development. So that's mostly what I do. Numbers, buildings, things like that. Commercial
real estate and development, you said?
Yeah. So like, for instance, if you got an office building you want to sell or lease, or you've got a mixed use development you want to build, that's what we do.
If you're a listener of Worst Impressions podcast and you do not use Joshua Carlton Barrett for your commercial real estate and development needs, then you can fuck right off. You can.
That's right. It's a short list and it's hard to get on to.
You call Josh Barrett for your commercial real estate and development needs. Okay.
I appreciate that.
No problem, man. So commercial real estate and development, you're one of the like spearheads of Waco to like bring in new stuff, right?
That's kind of the idea. I was very fortunate to get into with one of the leading, I guess, new developers in Waco that really looked at Waco and said, hey, what is it missing? How can we improve it and bring cool things here? And so I've been very fortunate to work under them, work with them, and have some of my own projects in that process. So
that's sick.
It is cool. It's fun. Every time I go to a different market, like, Dallas, Austin, or out of state, some big cool place, instead of just going there and being in there for the experience, not like, hey, it's more like absorbing what's around me, looking like, what does this have that we don't have in Waco? And what can we bring back to what would I like to see there? So it makes trips kind of fun in a different way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot to think about. That is like the scope of it all. You have to have a pretty wide, like, I don't know, a wide angle lens to just like get it all and be like, I think we need to put this here, and try to bring in this business. That's crazy. That's awesome.
The hardest thing about it is really just realizing there's no limit. It's just, it's like, look at something and it's like, that's really cool. How can I make that happen? Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't, but I mean, you'd be surprised what you can do if you just kind of put time into it and just work it.
Is there anything new and coming that you want to let us know about, or do we need to keep them all under wraps?
There's a lot coming downtown. There's a lot of new stuff. We've got a project by the Silos that'll be pretty neat with some restaurants, entertainment, small gift artisan shops, stuff like that.
Sick.
Probably be done later, like Q3 this year.
Whoa.
Yeah, come on,
that, folks. Q3 2024.
That's right.
Well, all right. We know Josh Barrett now. We got to know him. We have a little bit of backstory. He's a huge guy with a huge angle lens looking at Waco, developing it, blah, 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 blah. Freaking awesome shit, dude. Let's make a fool of ourselves. First question of worst impressions. Do you have a story about a first impression of a person, place, or thing, movie you watched that was not so great? A bad first impression, go.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit different, but like for me, it was like there's a show called Adventure Time. One of my best friends had always told me about it, and I watched the show. And I was like, "This is really dumb." I'm like, "What do you why would you even tell me this? Show me this."
Adventure Time is the Cartoon Network show. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's dumb, but it's like now it's one of my favorite shows. It's like something I just kind of watch it. But it starts off as like, hey, this is like for 8-year-olds. Like it grows. I'm like, holy crap, this is really deep. I'm like, this is not a kid show, but that's just one of those weird ones. It's like that's what I put on the background.
So when you first saw it, you were just like, what the fuck is this?
Exactly. I'm
this looks dumb.
Am I 10 years old? I'm like,
I'm not a 10-year-old. I guess I'm not going to watch this.
Apparently I am 10 years old, but that's different.
And then you started watching it and you were like, hey, this is pretty good. I can kick back, drink a chocolate milk with this.
It's like, did I just shed a tear? Like, what is this?
Oh yeah, because it does get really sad and serious sometimes.
Yeah, but this is not a kid show.
And like it does have some emotional roller coasters. Because I will put it on in the background because it is like, a little bit like a child-friendly Rick and Morty kind of situation. Yeah, dude.
So anyway,
that's an interesting one. Okay, so TV show, cartoon, and it wasn't. You were just like, what the hell? 4 kids, but now you love it. Now it's like one of your favorite things. Speaking of which, of Adventure Time. And like stuff that we like to do, we like to play Fortnite together.
That's right.
Where the hell are the Adventure Time skins?
Dude, I've been wanting to play a Finn with a sword forever.
Yeah, dude. Like a Finn sword pickaxe in Fortnite would be sick.
Or a Jake suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, well, come on. Missed opportunities.
That'd be awesome. I would want to be the Ice Wizard or
Ice King.
Ice King. Yeah. Oh, what is the the vampire chick? What is her name?
Marceline.
Yeah. People would love Marceline. That'd be awesome.
You could jam out with her guitar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right now with all the jam stuff. Oh my God. Absolutely. That'd be perfect. She would fit right in.
I know.
Get on it, Fortnite. I know Fortnite's listening to this.
Absolutely.
Epic is listening to this podcast right when it airs. So, they'll know what to do after this.
Get together.
Okay, so moving right along. Second big question.
Yeah.
Do you have an impression of a character, celebrity, person customer interaction that you think is funny, that you like to do? An impression of a person, place, or thing?
I mean, obviously, I spend a lot of time at the gym.
Okay.
So this is really unique, great stuff.
Hey, dude, everything goes.
Yeah.
On worst impressions.
But like the big one for me probably right now is the stereotypical, and they're at the gym, they're doing great. But it's the kids that go in the gym with the stringers, the flip flops, and they're like, bro. I'm like, no, please don't do this.
So like the little tight like curly hair, like the poof and the broccoli.
The broccoli,
yeah, and the broccoli
it's a whole
hair
look. It's a thing.
The broccoli hair thing with the stringers, and stringers are the super small tank tops.
Yeah, like basically the less clothing there.
And what do you not like about what do they do?
It's just their whole persona. It's like they're at the gym. That's great, but I'm like, let's tone it down a little bit.
What do they sound like when they talk to you?
Just that, bro. Like, bro, what do you do? It's this very intense. Like they're trying to come off in a certain way. I'm like, you can be yourself. Like this is not who you are.
Let me get a crack at this.
Yeah.
So you're working out.
Yeah,
and I'm in there. I got the broccoli cut. I got the stringer.
You got the flip flops. Don't forget those with the socks.
Oh, flip flops
with the socks.
But it's like the slides. The slides with the socks.
Yeah, there's always socks. It's not barefoot.
Socks and slides, stringers, broccoli cut. He's like, he sees you, which is biggest fish in Waco, and he's just like, bro. Bro, what do you do?
It's a little more intense though. It's not like a hi, bro. It's like a bro. Like,
oh,
like
bro.
I gotta assert my dominance, bro.
Bro.
It's like,
bro, what do you do? Is that it?
That's more of it. Yeah.
Okay,
it's a very like I am asserting my dominance.
Sure.
I'm gonna come out and be intense. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit.
I don't
like do your thing. I don't care. Leave me alone.
It's like he sees this lion in the den, and he's just like, this guy is definitely the head of the pride here, so I gotta look a little beefy in front of this guy, and he's coming in there, he's strutting his stuff, and so his first reaction is to be like, all right, sound tough, bro, what's your bench, dude? What do you eat all day?
Now you're getting it.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah.
And it's a little bit, WWE is like, bro, good God, those pecs are huge, bro.
Now you're on the right page. Good job. You got it now. So yeah.
How many chickens do you decimate in a week, bro? Damn.
And it's the funny thing is it's not like it's one or two people. It's like it's a whole group. It's like a culture.
Yeah, but I feel like that's been going on since, it's been slowly, because I remember that, I feel like that's been going on for about, oh man, maybe like 20 or so years, because I feel like Jersey Shore kind of,
yeah, I could see that,
like the gym tan laundry, the GTL era really spawned like the gym bros, the gelled hair, the stringers, and because but now obviously it's moved on from the gel hair to the broccoli cut.
Yeah,
for sure.
I never really tried to analyze it that deep. I was just like, I'm just gonna get to the gym and get out of here.
I gotta get down to the bottom of this. It's a whole character
for sure. There's a whole psychology to it. Yeah. I just don't care enough to analyze it.
I gotta get down. It's like. But I mean, they're good for business.
Hey,
right?
Hey,
they're good for the gym business.
They're at the gym. They're working on getting healthy. I support it. Just do your thing.
So, bro, you're looking like a bag of rocks, bro. Damn. Whoa. So that is your impression that you like to do on your own, like to make fun of people.
If there's another like serious lifter, like I'm buddies with, that's what we'll do. Is like, bro. Yeah. It's like, what we got today, bro?
So are people surprised when they talk to you? Like when they're just like, it's like, oh, this guy's like a little nerdier than I thought. Like he's not as bro-y as I thought he would be when they talk to like the biggest dude in Waco.
Honestly, I probably come off as an asshole, not intentionally.
Sure, because you're probably pumped up.
When I'm at the gym, it's like, man, I got off work at 6.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be here for an hour and 15 minutes, no more. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm in it. Like I'm in the zone. I'm here to work. It's like it's almost like I have a mission. I'm not in there just to mess around.
Not only are you ready to go home, you're ready to go home and play RuneScape and Fortnite.
That's right. And if you're interrupting that time, I'm gonna be pissed. So I don't have time.
These fucking bros are interrupting my RuneScape time.
That's unacceptable. Like we're gonna throw hands if this keeps happening.
Okay, so
I can't fight though, so I don't know why I'd say that.
so we're gonna have, I guarantee you, dude, I guarantee it, our listeners don't know what RuneScape is.
That's probably for their own best interest.
Do you you want to give us a rundown of what RuneScape is?
It's a game that sad people play in their free time.
Don't say that.
Because they don't have other friends to play with.
Hey, if we do have RuneScape supporters, you're not sad. You're just
I do have a group
yeah, he has a group
of my own guys.
dude. RuneScape. Okay, so
Oh,
RuneScape is an MMO RPG for the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it was like one of the first ones to ever come out. And
Yeah.
I had like a whole group of buddies, and they all quit, and it's just me by myself.
Good God, dude, that's rough. That's so.
And I am staying strong. I have hope that one day one of them might return.
Josh is single-handedly keeping those servers alive.
Yep.
Oh my God,
20 years, man. 2006. 18
RuneScape.
years.
What is an item in RuneScape that is like crazy that you have?
I just got one the other day called Imbued Heart, which is worth like a
Imbued.
lot of money.
Imbued heart.
It's really rare.
But
It's probably my rarest item. That was just yesterday.
what does it do?
It boosts your magic level. It's a big deal, all right?
bro, let me see that imbued heart, bro.
If I upgrade it, it becomes a saturated heart, but I don't have time for that.
Oh shit, bro. That's a saturated heart, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
You're looking like a bag of rocks and you got a saturated heart,
Like
bro.
if y'all think WoW is bad, RuneScape's worse.
Wow for the don't get ahead of yourself, Josh. These listeners, WoW is World of Warcraft.
Sorry, I should know to specify that.
Good Lord. All right, so you got a saturated heart.
Yep.
You got a saturated heart in RuneScape. You got some gym bros after your saturated heart.
Something like that.
And all right, so we can move on. Oh my God, dude. It boosts my magic level.
That's right. That's right. We got the strength boost. We don't need that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, good times.
Okay, so moving right along, we need to ask you if you ever got the opportunity to launch your own sports supplement, what would you name it? Because before you answer, for those that might not know, sports supplements usually have outrageous, unhinged names. Like I remember there's one called like Hemo Rage and just like jacked C4, which is also, I've heard of C4 being a problem on airplanes because it just like it looks like
like a bomb.
It's like C4.
It's like, what is this? It's a bottle of C4. I'm like, what?
It's for somebody that doesn't work out at all or has no idea, even though it's one of the more popular ones, it seems crazy.
Dude,
like,
I don't. Regardless of what's on the deal, anytime you try to travel with a white powder in your bag, you're gonna have complications.
yeah, and then
Every time.
they're just like, "What is this white powder?"
It's like, why don't you sniff it and find out?
yeah,
It's like, just try it. You'll be surprised.
TSA is just like, come over here. What is this white powder? C4.
It's like, no, there's one time we were coming back from Mexico or some resort, whatever, and I had some creatine in a
Weird
little
flex.
Ziploc bag, and the guy's like, he literally pulled it out, like he had the side eye. He's like, what is this? I'm like, try it, man. Find out. It's creatine. It's for the muscles. He's like, I'm like, it is, dude.
I'm sure.
Just try it.
God. Yeah, because I mean, it is like most of them are like they're supplements. So like it does, if they boost if they're accelerants of any kind, it seems like this is basically cocaine. But anyways. So cocaine will not be in your supplement.
No, I'm
But
not Arnold.
what would you name your sports supplement?
This is a little off from like the crazy names, but it would be called the Magic Pill. And
It's not a dick pill, everyone.
No,
it's
no.
not. It's not Rhino Thrasher.
it does everything, including that.
Okay, so it's blood flow.
Yeah.
Blood flow. Muscle regeneration, like BCAAs and all
Yeah,
that.
dude,
Look at that, man.
It's the Magic Pill. You literally take it, and the next day you turn into a bodybuilder.
Okay.
And the joke is like, dude, every time my old training partner and I would go to the gym, we'd have some guy come to us, dude, what's the magic secret? What do you take? What's the secret?
Mhm.
And we just joke, I'm like, dude, we go to GNC, get this pill called the magic pill. You take it overnight, done.
You're done.
'Cause
Yeah.
You can sit there and tell them like, no, we eat. This is what we eat. We've got a meal plan. We train hard. I'm like, no, dude, no. What's the secret? I'm like, there is no secret.
Just get the fucking
Yeah.
gym.
So that's why the joke is just be called the magic pill because
Sure.
that's what people want.
Right.
So
That's pretty funny. The magic pill.
but it's just funny. That's what we tell them. They just look at this like, oh, I gotta go look. I'm like, you can't be that dumb.
Because I know what I would name it is, I would just call it the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Like that would be the sickest.
Yeah.
Like
If I were serious, yes.
because for those of you that don't know, that have not played video games with Josh, his usual gamer tag is
The Juggernaut.
the Juggernaut.
Even though I spelled it wrong because I was 10.
Because he used to. And he's kept it that way
But I've had that same username, but with that spelling for 25 years.
ever since.
So yeah.
So he's the Juggernaut. That could have been your impression. Do
Oh yeah.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
There we go.
Yep. I should have thought about that earlier.
There
My
you
bad.
go. X-Men 3, The Last Stand. I can't remember the guy that plays him, but
Yeah.
Juggernaut, who kind of was underwhelming in the movie, he deserves
Oh yeah.
so much
So
more.
underused.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he was in the Deadpool, like a new Juggernaut is in the Deadpool ones. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
super underused character, amazing, awesome character. I mean, there's a Juggernaut, like land cruiser thing on wheels in Star Wars.
You know where I got that from?
No.
So I grew up playing Age of Empires, the Age of Empires 1, the original one.
All right, hold
I know.
hold
Age
the
of Empires is an old.
hold the fuck on, Josh. You are going down a wild hole here.
I know. I'm a closet nerd. I have no shame.
All right, relax. Okay. We got a lot of explaining here to do.
Yeah.
Age of Empires is an RTS, a real-time strategy game on the PC
Mm-hmm.
where you control different civilizations, grow their civilization and their armies, and fight each other, other players, the computer, etc., etc. You played Age of Empires, and what?
So in the first one, there was a battle, like a ship, a huge, massive wooden ship called the Juggernaut, and it was, I think, one of the Roman warships. And so
you
that's
slap ass with that.
yeah, dude. I was like, that's such a cool name. Like my little 6-year-old head is like, dude, Juggernaut. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
So
Hell
it just stuck.
It looks cool. It's a cool name. It's a cool word. The double G,
Yeah.
the jug, the juggers, like Josh's Juggs, which is probably going to be the name of the episode.
I would expect nothing less. That's been a reoccurring theme.
So Juggernaut. So yeah, if you ever want to play with, if you ever see the gamer tag Juggernaut, there are some imposters. We've run into some
We've
imposters.
seen a couple,
Yeah,
but
but
even their spelling is worse than mine.
if you find the one with your specific spelling, I mean, it's gonna be you.
Yeah.
You know, because no one you
If it's
have it.
Fortnite or RuneScape,
Do you want to share what it is, or do you want to keep it a secret?
the Juggernaut.
Like how you spell it.
So it's JUGGERNAUGHT. Yep.
So many letters.
I know it's a ton.
But hey, that's how it kept it
Yeah.
unique, and that's how it's available on all of the gaming platforms. So hey,
It
worked.
was. Don't
It
try
works.
to take my name.
Yeah.
Back
I mean,
off.
mine. We'll get into mine another time. But anyways, hell yeah. So that's what I would name your supplement is the Juggernaut, or
Yeah.
like Juggernaut Juice, or like Juggernaut
Jug juice.
Jug Juice, Jug Splash,
Yeah.
Jug Chug.
What is this, Call of Duty now?
Yeah, Call of Duty, Fortnite, like. What color? Well, like, would you do powders? Would you do a protein line? You think, or would you
Probably.
just want to do pre-workout?
I think pre-workout fits that.
I think you're a pre-workout
Yeah.
dude. I think you could market pre-workout pretty well because
Yeah.
people would be like, oh my god, if I take this, I'm gonna look like that.
Juggernaut juice.
We'll have to tag you. Okay, what is your Instagram so people can see how large you are?
I don't post on there, so they're not gonna know.
I mean, people they'll find it. No problem.
Yeah.
Because I've already shouted you out once saying that you needed an OnlyFans.
Oh, I'm aware. I know. Thanks for that, man.
I'm just saying,
not that desperate.
There's an untapped market. Hey man, whoa, I don't know, man. I'm desperate. I think it's just it's money making sense. So I don't know. Okay, what is your Instagram?
It's GRIN Grin and Barrett GRIN .AN BARRETT.
Okay, so go check out his Instagram. Like all of his photos where he's shirtless. That'll be awesome. There's like 6 of them.
Yeah, maybe.
So since you're claiming you don't need an OnlyFans, how, in your expertise of commercial real estate, whatever, and development, if I was to come to you, because you are the guy in like my sphere, my universe, where if I was like, I need to get rich quick, I'd probably ask you first how realistic that is and like what the dealio is.
Oh man.
Because after this episode, we're launching you as like a finance TikToker guy.
Oh God. I'm not prepared for that. I have my client. I mean, there's not really like a get rich quick when it comes to commercial real estate unless you're
sure.
And the only way you could is if you have off-market deals like, hey, I know if so-and-so has this and he's trying to get rid of it really quick and I could fix it up. But it's basically like you've got to know the market and you've got to know when a deal pops up. Otherwise, it's stable, consistent, those 8 to 10% returns that you would see, not like, not the crazy stuff.
Sure.
So and it depends on, your risk averse, do you want something stable? People typically go to real estate because it's more, it's more risk averse than say like stocks or Bitcoin, things like that.
Cool. Yeah. The risk thing, is a big deal. Like that always like blows my mind. I'm just like, whoa, people are, with any of the financier bros, they're just like, oh, just do this and this, and like throw all this money at this and you can make this. And it blows my mind that people will just like throw their cash at something and whatever.
If I'm going to invest in something, I want it something that's tangible that I can touch and feel. Yeah. Not just it's gone.
A Bitcoin.
It's kind of like the South Park episode. Would you like to invest in this? And it's gone.
Yeah. Let me crunch the numbers and it's gone. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I've always wanted to ask, I'll save that for the podcast. Like, what would you say? If some gym bro was like, bro, you're looking like a bag of rocks, bro. How would you get rich quick, bro?
I mean, really, this is going to sound cliche and boring, but
okay,
just money management.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's the basic way to do it. If you're waiting on like a payday to do something, it's like, it's the wrong way to assess it. It's like, how can I efficiently manage what I'm making now? And what do I need to, what can I put away and work with?
Or get buff and get on OnlyFans. So
or that. I don't even think you have to be buff to do OnlyFans.
No, you don't. You just gotta put out that content.
Yeah. It's a numbers game.
Hell yeah, dude. So you're getting pumped. You got your pre-workout. You're mixing it up. What are we playing in the headphones? What do we got up for a pump up song?
It depends what the mood is, man. It's either like I like some techno disco stuff or it's a little bit of metal. So if it's not some Rammstein, if I'm trying to get like mad, it's
Rammstein.
Yeah, dude.
Du hast.
That's right.
Du hast mich defraud. I don't know what those words mean.
You're on the right track though.
I mean, I don't want to get this podcast removed. I have no idea what he's saying. But
it's actually, I think it's you had, you hate me. It's like the same
good
word
God,
means like,
good
I looked it up a long time. It was pretty deep. I was like, dang, okay.
Jesus Christ.
That or something like there's a song called Wonders by Neelix, or No by Overwork. They're kind of like ramp up techno-y pop stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
No one's probably heard of it, which is fine.
Sure. You like to I know you like to listen to Every Time We Touch.
That's right.
By Cascada. Is it Cascada or Cascada?
Cascade.
Cascade? Is it just Cascade?
I think so.
Who knows? Y'all look it up, but it's like, every time we touch, I get this feeling. Every time. And he would listen to that and get huge.
That's right.
Every day.
I remember one time we were going to a football game, and Eli and I put that on, and the whole bus started singing that on the way to a game.
Good God.
And the coaches, I'm sure, were just pissed.
I'm sure.
And I think we lost.
Yeah. It's like I blame the song.
I don't think it worked.
I blame the song. Okay. So I mentioned Star Wars briefly about the land thing. You're a big Star Wars guy. You've always been like, that's probably one of the earliest things I learned about you is that you are a big Star Wars fella. I'm surprised you didn't lead with a Star Wars impression, but if you were, so you got the 1 through 9, the Star Wars, or the Skywalker arc.
Yeah.
Rank them.
I mean, it's weird growing up with 4, 5, and 6. But growing up with almost 1 through 6 was a little bit different than people who grew up with 4, 5, and 6. Then had 1, 2, 3 introduced later on.
Yeah. So
obviously, Phantom Menace was not like a marvel, but I appreciated it.
Sure.
So I'd probably rank. from a story arc standpoint, I think 3 was probably the most.
3 is awesome.
Yeah, 3 was amazing
for our age.
Yes,
for our age group. 2, in my opinion, 2 and 3 like shook me to my core.
Absolutely.
This is Star Wars Episode 2 and 3, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith shook me to my core. Like blew my mind because I guess we were like 12, 11, I don't know. Blew my mind, and like the clones and like all the little armors and all that stuff. And that was a huge part of us growing up and being friends. Absolutely. Was Star Wars.
I still remember going to see Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, on your birthday.
Did we?
Yeah, that was for your birthday because they came out at the same time. And
oh my God.
Yeah, seeing it in theaters.
Yeah, dude. That shit was crazy. So okay, so rank them. We got you can go from the bottom.
So worst, 8 was horrible.
So 8.
7 was bad. 9 was just almost as bad.
So you put all of the sequels. You put all of them at the bottom.
I didn't like any of it. No, which
okay, I don't know if I agree, but go for it.
Yeah, I didn't care for the sequel stuff.
Keep going.
I wouldn't put any of the sequel stuff above the Lucas stuff.
That's fair. Yeah, I would put at least one of them over Phantom Menace. Maybe.
But you go back there and you watch Phantom Menace and it had so much important detail to the story, even with Jar Jar Binks.
You're a pod racer. You're a was like, now this is pod racing. That's you.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Now this is pod racing.
I actually watched it the other day and I kind of zoned out as I was watching it. I was like, no, I can't do it.
So that one's probably like rank 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We including Rogue One.
Oh wait, no. What are we? 9, 8, 7. No, it's so Phantom is rank 6.
Yeah, I guess we're not including Rogue One.
No Rogue One, no Han Solo story. Yeah, none of that stuff.
Complicates a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'd be 1. I'd say probably 4.
4. New Hope.
Yeah.
4 would now be 5. Yeah.
I'd probably say 5. Then 2.
Whoa. You put Empire Strikes Back.
I liked Empire Strikes Back. I did.
You put Empire Strikes Back rank 5? Because that's like
I know it's ranked as one like the top of all time. And I thought it was great from a story standpoint. Okay. But
how it impacted you is different.
Yeah, like 2 and 3 I think would be more significant to me than 5.
Okay.
So I'd do 5, then I'd probably do 2, then I'd probably do 6, then 3.
Whoa. So 3 is number 1.
Yeah.
You said, so 3 is number 1, 6 was number 2, you said?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know it's controversial, but I just watched them all in order recently, and I was like,
yeah. George Lucas is going to be waiting outside the studio with a laser, with a real lightsaber.
That's fine.
I'd slash you. Actually, he'd probably be like, yeah. He'd probably, as long as the sequels are at the bottom, he's fine.
He doesn't care.
So what's your favorite part of the of number 6?
I mean,
are you an Ewok fan?
No, I'm not an Ewok fan. But
Speaking of the Ewoks, do you know of the song that got deleted, like in the remaster, the Ewok song, the Jub Jub?
Yes.
Bum, bum, ba-da-na.
Yeah, because
That's in Battlefront. Okay. We're going down
it's a rabbit hole.
We're going down a rabbit hole here.
Was it Lucas singing that the other day? Or somebody was.
I was. I've been singing it because it's been brought up in my my brain recently. But yeah, the Jub Jub where the Ewoks are singing and they're like having a party. That's like a whole thing that got pulled out by George Lucas in the remaster.
Thank God he did that.
Yeah, it's like
a Star Wars special deal.
It is pretty rough, dude. It's pretty rough. But that's why it surprised me that 6 is so high for you.
For me, I think it's because the redeeming story arc of Anakin coming back from Vader and him saving, basically just completing the story.
Yeah. That's cool. So how do you use all of your Star Wars knowledge in your in your work?
Like some people think about the Roman Empire, like mine's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think about it at least once a day.
It's like how but from the perspective of the Empire, you're just like, how do I conquer the entire solar system?
Had a good plan. How do I implement that in Waco? Was it just terror and control? Order?
Good God. What is your favorite clone trooper color?
Oh, probably.
And more specifically, which legion?
I mean, man, it's a cliche, but the 501st is hard.
Yeah, all the way.
Like, yeah.
Anakin's boys.
And there's actually, I was watching the other day, there's a picture of one of the guys in episode 6, one of the rebel soldiers. He was in clone armor disguised, or he was in stormtrooper armor, but it's hinted, which it'd be hard to do this retroactively.
Okay.
But it's Rex. So it's rumored that Rex was alive during the Battle of Endor, and he was in stormtrooper armor disguised. He was a rebel, but he took the stormtrooper armor and was disguised.
This is an advertisement for the magic pill, folks.
That's right. That's right. Started a little early on that one.
You want to get buff? Take the magic pill. Also,
it won't change anything. You'll still be a child.
It's going to fill your brain with a bunch of Star Wars knowledge.
That's right.
And it's going to come with a fully spec'd RuneScape character when you buy your first month's supply of magic pill.
Full spec. That's too much. Like, you got to work for that.
So what? Okay.
No.
Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. We gotta get away from RuneScape because I don't know enough.
You're the only one of us that didn't never play it.
I never played it.
I know.
I didn't. Yeah. I like by the time I got plugged into the interweb, I was like, I gotta play Call of Duty. And
we're playing Halo 2.
Yeah, and that really took over. I was just like,
You're fortunate. I was playing on dial-up, man. It was good times.
Oh my God. So is there anything we haven't covered that you would like to bring to the table? Like anything that you want to promote, talk about? Do you have a second answer to one of the earlier questions that you were like, oh, I forgot to say this, blah, blah, blah. If you don't, we can move on.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
No, I'm just kind of letting it organically go. And is how this show going? Is this kind of what you expected, or are you surprised? Or do you not give a shit? I mean, going into it, like I didn't have expectations, and kind of like what I said earlier, it's like you and I have known each other for so long.
It's just relaxed.
Yeah, it's relaxed, and it's just like let it go where it wants to go.
Truly, and this is not a slight at the rest of the guests, but like truly, when I have like my really original friends, it is a difference. But like I was nervous at like the beginning of this episode, but I quickly relaxed. But the other ones, I'm like real nervous. I'm like trying to make sure it's, turning all the dials, trying to balance a bunch of plates of pancakes, whatever. Try not to let the meatballs fall off the spaghetti. But yeah, this, I'm just like, yeah, we're just hanging out talking.
That's what it was. Just buddy time.
So Do you think you'll come back?
It depends on how this one turns out. TBD.
Okay, cool.
We'll see.
Cool.
If I don't get canceled my work or something, you never know.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I don't.
No.
Like so. Okay, so what would you want to put out there for a client that, like, a future client? Like, what would you want? Like, where can your future clients reach you?
Like the real estate stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so basically, like, they can call the office, set up an appointment, or they can.
And what is the office?
Turner Brothers Real Estate. So
Turner Brothers Real Estate.
yeah, so I handle most of the commercial side of the operations there.
Okay.
So whether it's buying property, selling property, we do in-house development that I work with the development team on, or we do third-party brokerage where someone says, "Hey, I've got this property, I want to list it, sell it, lease it," or someone is looking for a place to lease.
Gotcha.
Pretty much everything. We're essentially a full-service real estate and development company.
That's super cool.
Whether it's our own projects or other people's projects. And fortunately, we have the in-house experience and capabilities to do development and things of that nature. So we can offer that to clients as well, not just ourselves.
Right.
So, and there's not a whole lot of people in there that do that.
Yeah. They just look for the super jacked dude and be like, "Oh, that's Josh right there."
Yeah, I don't quite fit my industry.
Do they have to build special hallways for you?
No,
Special hallways and doors?
It's just a suit, man. It's funny because my boss is 6'8", I'm 6'2", so it's like it's pretty funny. Like anywhere we go, it's like
there's a couple of bros.
So I just joke that I'm his bodyguard.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool.
Even though I can't fight, it's all compensation.
Whoa, hey, it's like, hey, he can fight. All right, everybody relax.
Nobody wants to find out, including me.
Everybody hit the brakes while they were driving. It's like, oh my god. I'm gonna go get him. What? Actually, I'm gonna pull before we wrap this up. I'm gonna pull a special question out of the magic hat. If you were in, because you said you couldn't fight, if you were in a giant, let's say 50 people, there's aliens have abducted all of us and they put you in a giant death competition, like where only one of you gets to survive. They give you your choice of a melee weapon, like a sword or whatever, to fight, and you have to survive 50 people. You being one of them. What do you choose? I mean, you're already got an advantage by being huge.
So I'd say it wouldn't be something like a short sword because I'm not the one that's going to be like getting in the middle of it.
The scrum.
Yeah, I'm not going to brawl.
Okay.
As you know, kind of how we play. I like to be on the outside and kind of
snipe people.
Yeah.
But you don't get a gun. But yeah,
I know. But so maybe like a glaive or a like a long sword.
Good God, a glaive.
Yeah, that's right.
What's a glaive, Josh?
A glaive is a long stick with a curved sword at the end of it, essentially. Yeah. We're gonna be dancing in the corner.
Good. So it's a two-handed weapon.
It's like a big spear, but it's a sword instead of a point.
It's a giant spear with a yeah. So it's like I know what you're talking about. What? So you're just trying to keep people at a distance. I mean, to be fair, like 10 at first, if like 50 people are just like running out and they all have their own choice of whatever, 10 of them are going to be like, let's all get together and get that big guy over there.
Probably.
Because it's
my luck.
50 people, like an average spectrum of just like humans, just like.
So basically it's like Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yeah. But like, just of all ages. I mean, no children. let's draw 18 plus.
Yeah,
18 plus.
Here we go.
And probably 10 of them are going to be like, let's all do a temporary alliance and kill
until they see me fight one person. Like, oh, he's fine. Leave him. We're not concerned.
They're just like, he's not really handling that glaive very well.
It's like, oh, he's dead.
Oh,
He
man.
got stabbed by the 18-year-old.
What would you? What colors would you wear? You know, like what, like design your own kit. Cause I know you, and I know you got this all locked away somewhere.
Dude, I want to look like the Black Knight from the Knights of Ni.
Okay. From,
Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Yeah. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. So you would want to look for like the Black Knight,
like what we wore
with all of your limbs.
Remember we went, with the limbs. That's important. Remember we went to the Scarborough Fair?
It was this one was actually the Texas Renaissance Festival.
That's right. My bad. Yeah,
yes,
Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, and you were dressed like the Black Knight, and you have.
I've got the helmet.
You have the helmet and everything. You looked insane. You and Lacey looked like you guys stood out.
She was a freaking ninja.
Lacey is Josh's girlfriend. She's also freaking jacked. We will.
I'm way behind her now. She's
that's
true.
So if she was in the 50s, she'd kick your ass.
Oh, dude, I'd be done. Yeah, no.
And she'd do it in heels. Like everything you would do, she would do it in heels.
Yeah, I know.
We hopefully, Lacey, if you're listening, hopefully you will be on the podcast soon. That'd be sick. And we can talk about her life and endeavors. But yeah, that I figured you'd have all those answers locked away, ready to go.
Yeah, appreciate you knowing me so well. Let's
do one more little question, and then we'll get you the hell out of here. What's your deal with? Before you answer, I have a deal with this too.
All right.
I just realized in my Spotify Wrapped statistics that I listen to a lot of Nickelback.
Dude, that's
but me and you have listened to Nickelback for forever, and we will never stop.
No, dude, absolutely not.
So what's the deal with divorced dad rock, and why do we gravitate to it? Because like that's what they call it, but like we're not divorced dads.
When we grew up though, that's when that stuff was like the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like anybody when they grew up with something like that was like it left an impression on them.
Just like why we like the prequels,
exactly,
to Star Wars. We love the clones. We love Nickelback. If they had Nickelback music,
in
a Clone War,
actually, in a Clone Wars, it'd be kind of like
I'm sure you've thought about it, Josh.
It's like Transformers. It'd be
They would be the Linkin Park to the Transformers as Nickelback to the clone troopers,
right.
like loading up. They'd be like, ugh.
I would secretly hate it and love it at the same time.
I wouldn't hate it. I would just be like, all right, this is what we're doing nowadays, folks. This is the best. This is the best thing that's come out in 30 years.
Oh, dude, I still put on When We Stand Together when I walk in the gym. Like
when we stand together. Yeah, dude. They got a bunch of bangers, and fuck you if you disagree. So
I think people hate them just because they are good. It's kind of like hating the meta.
They wanna hate it, and like I've recently like dove down like a little like rabbit hole of like the producer, like their guy like is responsible for like a bunch of really famous artists, and so it's like. It's like, oh yeah, if you have this guy, you're gonna do well. But I mean, I don't know. I don't care. Like the fucking, I don't know. It's awesome. We grew up with a bunch of haters, and it was really funny how we were both just like, I kind of like it.
I know. Yeah, it's like I was like, I don't care.
And hopefully, I don't do enough research in the band of Nickelback. I listen to them purely face value. So if they're problematic, I have no fucking clue.
They're terrible people. That was not the motivation.
Yeah, we have no fucking clue.
We did not go that deep.
Yeah,
it's like we're like 12 years old. Like, this is a good beat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just still how I listen to things.
Exactly. Well, dude, thank you again for coming on Worst Impressions. Do you before I wrap this up, any last words?
No, man, I appreciate you having me on, and I'm excited for you. It's been fun.
Thank you again for coming on.
Always.
I hopefully this goes well and you will want to come back. Hopefully you will tell Lacey that she should come on here. Hopefully y'all out there like these episodes enough. And if you want to interact with me online, follow Worst Impressions Podcast on Instagram. Follow the show and rate the show what you think it should be rated on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. It's on there. And if you want to, I'll open it up. If you want to be on the show, if you want to submit a question that I should ask my guests, please email worstimpressionsworldwide@gmail.com. That is worstimpressionsworldwide@gmail.com. Thank you again. Please spay and neuter your animals. We love everybody. Thank you for a successful launch. This is the first episode that we recorded since the launch. It was super fun to do. I was super nervous about the quality. And we will see you again next time. Goodbye.
Thanks, man.